Well, collective, today's the 7/7 portal 2024. A lot of interesting energy today, but so I got some downloads, and while I'm waiting for all this other stuff to come in, I just kind of doing some reassessments of what I just got ejected out of, and so something I wanted to go over, is like the alchemy of life. And I have talked about how you want to know your leadership style, your leadership personality, and your leadership action logic. And mine is the stage 5 of alchemy, and which is it didn't come to a surprise when I started getting into the field of quantum mechanics, and that my specialty is quantum entanglement. Whenever I need to do that, but most of that's kind of on hold right now. But when I do these reassessments, though, I still kind of I use it to try to make some things make sense, because in my algorithm I don't get a lot of things that come through in the more detailed way that I go through it, even though it all seems like a mess. But that's kind of how quantum entanglement works, and it's there's a reason why I do it that way, and because I really want it to resonate. If it resonates hard, then it's not like regular general readings where we can just say the things, and then you take what resonate and leave what doesn't. Like, the way I do it is like I really, it sounds like a mess, but it's like the thing that sticks will stick, and you'll know for sure if it resonates. And that's because I watched and studied many tarot readers, and it was like that was kind of like a theme. It's like it can stick with anyone. And it's like I wasn't trying to be on everyone else's thing, even in the spiritual. Like, I still got my own thing, as we all do. But what I wanted to talk about was like soul family replication. So what that can look like, once you come into contact with a high level soulmate, and the energy that opens up others to their purpose. So like this can happen with twin flames and soulmates and high level soulmates, and then it opens up to people and their purpose and their authenticity. I'm usually where I need to be at at the right time, to receive my blessings and the things that I need to receive at that moment. But even then, there's still situations like this recent one where the energy wasn't being matched. Like, I was giving, again, more into a situation than what I was getting back. And, I try not to be like, I need to see it all, and seeing is believing. And, it's like, for me, it's like experiencing it. And so it's like when I'm sending out signals, like I'm, just, hungry, or I need, this need taken care of, because being an evangelist, I kind of somehow got on the path of being more of like a nomad one. And that's come to an end, after leaving that previous situation. But a lot of my training and experience was on the road, and just going wherever I needed to be, where I was being called to go, and doing the best I can do in those situations. Just using, my energy and the self-development of my personal self. So in the situation that I came across with this replicated soul family, is I realized that there are still tests when you go through these, for those that are on the more extreme, more like on the chosen path, you know, more the truth speaker's path, I should say, because it seems like this is more resonance to that. It's like you'll get another test, and it'll look like a culmination of all the situations, if you're paying attention, you know, which I believe most of us truth speakers do, because we have to do a lot of research. It's like we're like a cosmic galactic council, and in some ways we are a big part of that. I know that's what my soul does when it's not in a flesh vessel on some planet somewhere, but you know, there's that other test, and so that I call it the soul family replication. And so this is where you'll come into contact with some of those higher level soulmates, and it's kind of like a hey, how you doing, how you been thing. And I noticed in this one that I just recently went through, it was like our souls were speaking, and there were some you know, different levels of intimacy that happened. I think it was, you know, for the most part, all 5 of them, except for the social intimacy. I don't think that was one of them, but it was happening in the 3D, which was kind of needed actually for me at the time. But it got, there was just so much, because I don't know how long it's been, you know, but this high level soulmate was about the same age. It was the same age I was, around that age, so like when I was like 19, I had I joined the military, but I was in a relationship with someone that was very superficial, very surface level, very materialistic, and all these things. And then I left because it became an abusive relationship. And so there was my high level soulmate that I ran into was the same age, but she was a more evolved. She was like the version of myself that I probably should have been. Still very giving, living in the masculine energy hard, and I just found myself wanting to, you know, give to her more, because our energies were matching, you know, the giving and the receiving, and she was playing more in the masculine role of the situation, because that's what I need right now, because I played in that role in this vessel. That's the one I played in most of the time. Very rare did I get to be in my feminine, you know, my divine feminine energy. And that happened when I turned 33, and it switched, and it was like, now I get to live the rest of my life in that receiving mode. I still give, because I still have to exercise that masculine energy, but I'm in the main receiving mode. And but she was able to match, you know, that, and kind of fill in a little bit in there. And you know, it just came to the point where, like, there was just a lot going on, and you know, I wanted there to be, it was hard for me to even get to the point to even want to have that thought of wanting to talk with her outside of, you know, her work situation, because I kind of just, I worked, you know, just, I'm where I need to be at, and I can do my work that way. But you know, and I can try to hint at it, but, you know, I can still have a social awkwardness at times, and I don't know why that is with some. And then I found myself having to draw back my energy really hard with her, because there was just so much resemblance there, energetically, of a past version of myself, but a more evolved, better version of myself. And so